Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing your money and finances reading for the week. So let's see what is in store for you, beautiful fishies, what is coming your way. But before we start, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for all of the support, the comments, the likes, everything, you guys. It really, really helps the channel grow. And it is growing after a really, really, really long time of not growing. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see what are the most accurate predictions for this upcoming week? And how can you best utilize the energies that are available in this area of money and finances to manifest your highest success and your highest happiness, Pisces? Shall we? All right, let's see the cards. Right, universe, angels, beings of love and light, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for Pisces for money and finances. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates with you, what applies to the context of your life. Not every single Pisces is living the same life. So, filter accordingly. If something is not for you, it's probably just for another person watching the video. So you can feel free to ignore whatever doesn't quite make sense. This is good for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I'm going to be using the cards upright, not reversed, just because I like it that way today. I don't know. Personal preference. Alrighty, let's go. First card we have here is the Two of Pentacles. Beautiful energy, letting me know that there are opportunities in this area for you. There are choices, okay? You're gonna have the opportunity to take on different clients, new clients, if that is how your business works. If not, you may have like a chance to take on more responsibility, more projects, more ideas, more approaches, more whatevers, okay? More hours, stuff like that. You're gonna have the option and the opportunity to multitask if that is something that goes well with you. You're gonna have a chance to make good decisions. You're gonna have a chance to weigh up options because you're gonna have a lot of options and you're gonna have a lot of priorities. So this is gonna be a week to really think about what matters most to you and to see what you value, in regards to money. So yeah, you value money, of course, because it brings you what? Freedom, because it brings you what? Comfort, peace, be able to take care of your loved ones. Like, what is it that money stands for? That is something that is going to be presented to you this week as an important consideration. What is it that you value that happens through money? Because money is energy, it's just basically a number. It's what it can get you, what it can give you, what does it make you feel, basically. In the challenge position, we have the King of Swords here. So this is going to be a week in which you're going to see things very logically, very intellectually, but it is also required for you to see the energetic dynamics behind money. Again, it's like your brain is going to deal with the concept a certain way, but your energy is going to feel your way through it in a different way. And it's important for you to value both options. You're going to have a week in which you may feel a little bit unclear about what is more important to you. You're going to be, as you evaluate, these priorities, you're going to be realizing, like, I thought that having savings was the most important thing ever, and I thought that by having them I was going to have peace, but now I have them and I'm just like, I don't know. So you may be this week going through unexpected emotional processes that will bring clarity your way. There is going to be a lot of like head over heart forms of thinking this week. You're going to be disciplined, strict with yourself. At least that's what you're going to be valuing the most initially, before you go through the whole evaluation of what matters to you. There could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person here that is posing some form of challenge for you. But I feel like it's more about the belief system. Like, I don't see someone making a process slower. I don't see someone creating obstacles for you. What I see is you contemplating another person's point of view around your work, around your career, around money, investing, saving, credit cards, all matters related to that. You're going to see their point of view and you're going to think, I should be thinking that way. Or, why is it that they think that way? There's going to be something about their belief system that triggers something within you. And this can be, depending on you and how you use the opportunity, this can be nurturing to you and this can be helpful. It can make you curious, it can make you study, it can make you wonder, ask ChatGPT things. Or it can just make you a little frustrated or make you feel like you're being judged by this person, which is ultimately the, not the smartest way to use this opportunity, I think. Let's see. You have the Sun in the recent past, the King of Cups in the present, and the Queen of Wands in the near future. Okay. So this tells me that you are currently in a position that is, in my opinion, wiser than this other person here. Why? Because you already went through something that made you understand all of the layers and tones to the emotions that come through this area of money and finances. It's like you already know what really matters at the end of the day. You already went through some kind of flying too close to the sun, Pisces. And I feel like you have a more mature way of seeing things than this person. This person, whoever this is, this could be a boss, this could be a friend, this could be a partner. This person is very like black and white. This is how it should be done, and this is what matters, and this is what's valuable, and this is who I respect, and this is who I don't respect. But you have such a compassionate, way more intricate, way more deep form of seeing everything, not only related to this, but the people involved and other areas of your life. You have this deeper understanding that everything is relative, that everything is a combination, a perfect combination of all the circumstances, not just some of them. That you can't quite compare people like that, I feel like this person is more closed-minded. For some of you, this could be the version of you that is most mature, realizing that there's a part of you, of yourself, that is still stuck in these beliefs and wanting to sort of shake those off this week. I sense that the clarity that now you have is so much broader, and that is why you're going to be able now to fly just as close to the sun again without getting burned, without taking the necessary precautions. I don't know. You've had moments of pure joy and success and happiness, and some of them have been related to money, and some of them have been related to not having money. Not that you're happy for not having money, but there have been times in your life in which you were not particularly wealthy, but the memories that you have are in the top 3, So in a way, Spirit is telling you here, like, money is not everything. Yes, it can make things a whole lot easier, and not having it can make things so much harder than they need to be. But remember that what matters most is the connections that you have, the people that really care for you, the people and the beings, your loved ones, that you get to care for. Being truthful with yourself, being aligned with yourself, your moral compass, is more important than any kind of money. Because it brings you a satisfaction that none amount of money can bring you. So honoring yourself, Pisces, being true to what you know is true. What I get is that at some point, you really, 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 really wanted money. And at some point, maybe you got it, maybe you didn't, but you realize on the way there that there were so many more important things. And now it's like, well, if I have it, great. If I don't have it, great. Like, I don't, whatever, I just want to be comfortable. I want to have, I want to be at peace. And that detachment, that energy of, I'll be fine without it, is what makes it, or makes you more magnetic to attract it. It's like you don't need it. So there's not that like low frequency of need and like craving something. It's like it would be nice, right? And in that energy, I feel like you're gonna thrive, Pisces. You're gonna thrive in that energy. Connected to your intuition, connected to your spiritual way of seeing things, your intuitive connection, psychic abilities, how you perceive what matters and what doesn't. And I feel like through that frequency, now you're actually going to be opening up and potentially being a match to that energy of abundance, because you don't feel like it defines you. You don't feel like you need it to be okay, like you need it to be respected or valued. It's like you have, in a way, detached the concept of money from your identity in a great way. And that is what's going to make you more and more compatible with it. I see you in the near future, by the end of the week, feeling more independent, more confident, feeling more self-assured, tapping into your most like passionate, optimistic, determined nature. I see you being yourself. I see you being authentic. I see people gravitating towards you because you're being authentic. I see you having everything under control, but not from a space of fear and not from a need to have everything under control, but from a sense of self-love and a frequency that it's like, because you enjoy everything and because you enjoy the music you play while you do your chores or whatever, it's like you're gonna somehow, through joy, figure out how to have everything in order, and it's gonna show, and people are gonna be very impressed. You may be even very impressed, but it's not because you want to be impressive. It's not because you want to have everything under control. It's just coming out of joy. So the more you tune into joy, the more money will flow, the more your self-confidence will be there. And as a byproduct, money also comes from that self-confidence, right? I love it, Pisces. I love it because I feel like you have grown in a way that you didn't know you needed to grow. It's like now you know you're so much more than what you initially thought money represented. I don't know, I just feel like money feels so small to you now. Whereas before, maybe it was everything you were thinking of, everything that was on your mind, your main focus, and I mean, survival, hello, makes us do a lot of things and makes us think in a lot of different ways. And, if you can't pay your bills and can't take care of your loved ones, of course, survival is going to kick in. And money is going to be the main focus until you get out of that energy. And that is to be expected and completely understandable. But what I feel here is that you're overcoming that. Like you're stepping out of that to a point in which it's like, I'm not going to make the choice of doing this project because of money. Like I'm going to do it because I want to. And then if the money comes, great, right? It's like putting other things first, other emotional things first. The Star, beautiful. So this is the card representing you, Pisces. That's absolutely gorgeous for this reading. This is a card that basically tells us that your prayers have been heard and are being answered, okay? That all of your desires, the hopes the dreams, the wishes that you wished upon a star at some point, they are coming true. But first, you needed to understand this. You needed to almost like take your power back after giving all of your power to the concept of prosperity or abundance or what that meant. Some of you maybe had a goal and you gave all of your power, even your identity, to that goal. And if it didn't come through, you may have experienced this sense of loss. Like, well, then who the fuck am I without, that? I poured everything I was into that. Now what? Some of you, you needed to go through this lesson first. And by going through this lesson, and I feel like you have already, in some level, understood the lesson behind this. Maybe not necessarily intellectually, maybe not necessarily logically, but it's like in your energy, something has shifted. And I think that it's going to be permanent and for good. And, for the better is what I mean. In your environment, there is love and there is support. Maybe this had something to do with you letting people in, trusting people. Maybe you had a situation that allowed you to see the true color of everyone who was around you at the time. Maybe you had very strong heartbreaks because of this, seeing that some people valued money more than authenticity or than their morals or that their, spiritual path, or who knows. But now you're surrounded with people, your environment is filled with people who love you, who care about you, who really do care about you, not just say that they care about you. You're now surrounded with people you can trust, partnership. Maybe you have, through whatever it is that you've been through, maybe you have found your person, your romantic partner, or maybe your chosen family. But there's a lot of close bonds. There's a lot of unity, mutual respect, and connection. And I feel like, I don't know how it connects, but I feel like it does, that you needed to go through something here related to money, some kind of financial loss, some kind of disappointment, maybe you had to go through that to get your priorities in order, to get your self-view in order. Hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Wands. So there seems to be a desire here of having fun, of getting out there, being adventurous, living life, fully being able to channel your most charming, passionate, beautiful self, your free-spirited self. Maybe some of you for some time have been worried about money or worried about certain aspects of your life related to safety, to belonging, to stability. And now I feel like you're going to have the opportunity to be a little bit more lighthearted. You're going to have the opportunity to worry a little bit less, Pisces. So that's wonderful news. I feel like you're going to be able to almost like rediscover who you are, what you want, what you like, after a period of maybe a lot of responsibility or a lot of working hard, or, a period in which you didn't get to be that fiery self, and now it's like, well, let's go back into that. But there may be a little bit of fear from you. You may be like, well, I want to have a lot of fun. I want to enjoy my life, but I don't want to make the same mistakes, or I don't want to, shift my attention from hardship to ease because I'm afraid that will manifest more hardship or something. I see that there's like a restriction, that you're used to restricting yourself in a way. And now I feel like life is going to give you the opportunity to have more fun. And you're going to be a little bit like, is this a trap? Like, is this okay though? Like, do I deserve this? And yeah, absolutely. There is going to be, believe it or not, the difficulties that you have passed, Pisces, the toughest times that you have lived that right now may feel like just like, ugh, I don't even want to think about that. you're gonna remember that with nostalgia. Life is gonna get so good so quick that you're gonna look back at the difficult memories and you're gonna be like, wow, that happened, that actually happened, and we got through it, and now we're here, you know? I see you integrating the lessons. I see you completing this chapter, this cycle in your life, feeling accomplished. I see that you're gonna have the opportunity to travel a whole lot more, okay? And to have that sense of belonging that lets you know that you are valuable no matter what, no matter if you're making money or not, if you're spending it properly or not, if you're investing it properly or not. Like, you're gonna realize that your self-worth is just completely above the whole concept of money. I see I see you reconnecting with people from the past, maybe people from your childhood. I see you also like reminiscing with a lot of like beautiful memories and familiarity, coming back to yourself. I see you coming back to yourself, and by coming back to yourself, coming back to abundance and prosperity, which is a natural state of being for you. It's like somehow you drifted, but it was not a mistake and it was not an accident, it was not a distraction. It had to happen exactly as it happened. Everything in this area. Because you needed to integrate what you have recently integrated, whatever that is. All right? Pisces, I love you so much. Please let me know if you would like a personalized reading or if you would like to book your 2026 month by month forecast. That's only about you, not about the collective, just you. Let me know. The info will be in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next one, my loves. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. And thank you for going through whatever it is that you went through that made you come out the other side like this. Because your energy is so beautiful and so powerful, and it helps us all. Okay? I love you, Pisces. Bye.